Hey y'all, what is up? Span Bananas here. So we were finally blessed with a new 7-star raid for my favorite girl, Delphox. Finnegan's one of my favorite Pokemon, so I'm so stoked about this event. So I've got some really fun attackers that we used all day on stream yesterday, so let's check it out. So this raid is a little bit tricky. Delphox is Fairy Tera, right? So the only things weak to Fairy are Steel and Poison. But Delphox is actually countering both those types, right? It's Fire and Psychic, along with its Fairy Tera, right? So everything that's it's weak to, it counters. So we have to think of some clever shots for this. Okay, so my favorite attacker yesterday actually ended up being Armarouge. So this is a really clever build. What we're doing here is we're using the ability Flash Fire, which is so important. Okay, so instead of getting hit by fire type moves, we actually absorb them. It boosts our next fire move, right? So boosting the fire move isn't really important part. It's the part that we're not getting hit by fire that's important here, because if you notice, we're Steel Tera. Okay, so we no longer have our fire weakness, which is our big deal with this raid. So this build is just so much fun. He's holding a Shell Bell, which I think is very important. You know, Magic Room is eventually going to happen about halfway through the raid, so that's not going to be a thing anymore, so just be aware of that. So we've got Acid Spray, Flash Cannon, Light Screen, and Mystical Fire. So, you know, pretty straightforward build. Don't forget that Mystical Fire actually always lowers the target's special attack stats, so this is important. Make sure to keep your screens up, especially when Magic Room comes up. You need to make sure, prioritize having this screen up. And obviously just Acid Spray away to get those special defense drops and Flash Cannon. EVs are pretty straightforward here. We have max HP and max special defense. I went for a more survivability preference here. You could potentially redistribute some of those to special attack, but I was doing plenty of damage with this build. I thought it was still so fun without even adding to special attack, and we still have 315, so it's a good number. So obviously we have best or hyper trained IVs, and our nature is modest, so special attack up and attack down. Okay, so next up is Heatran. This is another fun special attacking Flash Fire user. Really, I think the strat for this raid is to go for special attacking. We're getting constantly burned, so your physical attack is halved when you're burned. So going for special attacking just seems to be the strat. Everyone's using Acid Spray, so you're getting those special defense drops. So Heatran is another fun one. We've got Bulldoze, Metal Sound, Flash Cannon, and Steel Beam. Okay, so Bulldoze, you're not really using this for damage. We are just trying to get to our Tera as quick as we can with that. Metal Sound, you get a couple of those off before the shield comes up. It's obviously not going to work once the shield is up, and so then we're just going to Flash Cannon, Steel Beam. You can swap between the two. I actually have mine holding a Shell Bell. I've seen a lot of people doing Wide Lens. I think you could go for either. I think Shell Bell does help a bit with survivability, dependent on if you have good supports in the raid or not. Another thing with Heatran, I truly think he needs some good supports for this to really work, because once that shield comes up, Delphox is going to eventually wipe its stats and your Metal Sounds are no longer going to matter. So that's just another reason I'm not really prioritizing Wide Lens on this build, but it could help also with the 95 accuracy on Steel Beam. I think it could be a good call. I think it's really up to you. So just like Armarouge, we're Steel Tera, which again, we have Flash Fire, so we're not worried about getting hit by those super effective fire moves. We're totally fine. This build's super safe in that sense. So we've got max HP, max special attack. Again, I had no issues with survivability. I don't think you need to redistribute any to special defense. Potentially, if you are using Wide Lens, maybe you'd want to put a little bit in there. We've got best or hyper trained IVs, and our nature is modest, so special attack up and attack down. So final attacker I'm going to show y'all is actually Galarian Slowking. I don't actually have him in the game. I didn't actually use him yesterday, but a lot of people in my chat did, and they said he was so much fun, so I still think it's worth showing you all. I'll just show you the showdown build for it. So we've got Sludge Bomb, Acid Spray, Slack Off, Nasty Pot. We got Shell Bell, we've got Own Tempo. He's Tera Poison type. We're gonna max out special attack and special defense, put the extra 4 EVs into HP. And he's also gonna be modest nature, so special attack up and attack down. So the only thing I think you really need to worry about with this build is once you terastallize to poison, you're going to be weak now to those psychic moves. So just keep that in mind. Slack off when you need to. Hopefully you've got some good supports. But this guy should not only be able to put up really good damage, but also be acid spraying. So I think this is a really good call for the raids. All right, y'all, that's all I wanted to show you today. I hope that really helps you bring some new fun things to the raids, spices it up for you a little bit. I will be coming up with a video soon about my favorite supports that I brought to the Delphox raids, so be on the lookout for that. Let me know in the comments, y'all, what your favorite build was. If there was anything I didn't talk about that you'd like me to talk about in a different video. Let me know in the comments, okay? I will be live for the event all weekend, so be sure to come hang out with me on Twitch, okay? I stream, 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific, we usually start. So come hang out, come join in the raids, show off your new builds. Thank you all though so much for watching, and please do not forget to like and subscribe. It really helps our channel when you do. And yeah, I will catch y'all later.